Hi, I'm Fred.
And I'm Sarah, aka the Paris Quiz Mistress.
We're two friends addicted to trivia, and we're
rewatching
Alias.
But this is not an Alias podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Not an Alias Podcast. I am Fred, and as always, I'm with my co-host, Sarah. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Fred.
So, are you ready to move on with Season 2? We are now at Episode 6, titled Salvation. Do you want to talk about it?
I would love nothing more.
But you only have 60 seconds. Are you ready? Go.
So we get a Jack and Sydney mission, except Sydney's still butthurt about being brainwashed as a child. So she writes to the CIA and tattles on Dad for the Madagascar explosion. So tries to stop Mom's execution. And then Vaughn wants to research sleeper agents. Sydney and Jack are in a private jet. Ooh, fancy. Vaughn hires Will to research standardized tests. They have Texas accents in Geneva. The patient Zero calls Sydney Irina. Ammonia and iodine are explosive. There's like a whole full shootout. Really no one getting shot and a helicopter extraction. There's a lot of chatting about CIA business on an SD6 mission. And also, like, only 5 weeks have passed. Like, there's just so much happening. Then they're isolated for a virus in the same room. Daddy loves her, but he's going to jail and Mommy will die anyways. Sydney kidnaps a senator and then lies to him. Sloan exhumes Emily, but not. And then Vaughn might have some deadly virus. No.
Vaughn. Poor Vaughn.
Poor Vaughn.
Other than that, these awful, terrible, beautiful, wonderful, dramatic things, what do you think your quiz might be about?
Is it about organ donation?
A nice little quiz about organ donation. No.
Tell me.
For once in this podcast history, I think the theme came right away, and I couldn't believe it was like that in my face. I was like, I think I just got to grab it. Do you remember in the very opening, I think it's the first scene, when Sydney and Vaughn are sitting on the ledge on the roof for reasons that are unknown. They talk, and then he tells her a joke to lighten the mood. Do you remember the joke?
Yes. A grasshopper walks into a bar and the bartender says, "Hey, we have a drink named after you."
And the grasshopper is like, "Do you have a drink named Ernesto?" Or Dog or Phil. So I used this to do a little quiz about cocktails.
Oh.
Cocktail names.
We love.
I know. We love our booze. We love our colorful booze. And I was like, is this a theme? And then I had to watch the whole episode to be like, there's nothing better than Grasshopper. So you have a quiz about cocktails. Are you ready, madam?
Yes, I am.
All right. Here goes your quiz about cocktails. Question 1. A cocktail composed of flaming amaretto and rum dropped into beer was invented in the 1980s and became famous due to its closeness in taste to which Texas-born carbonated soft drink, after which the cocktail is named.
All right, so I'm not a fan of any of these flavors, except for beer, I guess. But this is a flaming Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, indeed. You pour a shot of 3 parts amaretto and 1 part rum or other high-proof alcohols, flame it, and then dunk it in beer, and then drink it very fast. It's a college drink from my research, I think. And I've never tasted it. Did you ever taste it?
Well, no, because I really don't like amaretto or rum.
Or Dr.
Or
Pepper?
Dr. Pepper, as it were, which is coherent and consistent on my part.
Exactly. Perfect. That is the right answer. Flaming Dr. Pepper. Question 2. The Corpse Reviver number 2, the Death in the Afternoon, and the Sazerac are cocktails which all have in common which anise-flavored spirit invented in the 18th century by French doctor Pierre Ordinaire.
The only one I know is a Sazerac. Anise flavor. I mean, the only anise flavored spirit I can think of is pastis.
No, it's not pastis.
Is that even anise flavored? Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm like questioning everything. Can I have a hint?
It can have a very characteristic color?
Oh, is it absinthe?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Absinthe. The supposed drug of creatives and whatnots.
I remember like in college, it was kind of like a fun, naughty thing because I think it's illegal in the States for some reason.
Yeah, I think the illegality is linked to its purported psychotropic effects, which are widely exaggerated. It's just booze, mostly. Yeah.
But someone like brought it from Europe. Ooh, and then we all like tasted it. We're like, this is fine.
Yeah, I feel like it was very mysterious even when I was younger. And now it has historical value, but that's it.
Yeah, so it's just something nobody drinks.
Yeah, exactly. Question 3. Which word, generically used for mixed drinks consisting of a base liquor, lemon or lime juice, and a sweetener, goes after New York, whiskey, or pisco in several cocktail names?
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was what this meant. So TIL, would that be sour?
Yes. The word is sour. New York sour, whiskey sour, or pisco sour. All different cocktails. Yeah, so sour is just a generic name for that mix.
So wait, what the mix again is base liquor, lemon, lime, and sugar?
Yeah, or a sweetener.
Okay.
But yeah, I think usually it's like sugar cane.
Right.
Or a simple syrup sometimes, maybe.
Oh, I always thought that there was like an egg white involved as well.
Oh, I think there's an egg white, I think, in the New York sour.
And I think you can have it in the whiskey sour and the pisco sour.
Yeah,
no?
but I think it's not necessary.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's not a requirement according to definition. But I did see egg white in some recipes when I was researching this.
I love a whiskey sour. Getting thirsty.
Question 4. This cocktail, consisting of equal parts bourbon whiskey, Aperol, Amaro Nonino, and lemon juice, is not named after a popular easy-to-make-yourself toy, but after a 2007 pop hit that appeared in the Slumdog Millionaire soundtrack.
So I've never heard of this cocktail, but your cluing, I hope, is effective. Is this called a paper plane?
Yes, it is. It's a paper plane. It's a drink that was invented by some people around 2008, 2009, and one of the creators really liked MIA and paper planes, so he named it a paper plane. Indeed. Yes.
All right.
Very well sorted out.
Well clued. Congratulations me. Congratulations you. Na, 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 na.
Yum, 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 yum. Question 5, final question of the quiz. An English language idiom used to designate something or someone excellent or very cool is also the name of this Prohibition-era cocktail made with gin, fresh lemon juice, and honey. I
don't know if this is a cocktail, but given the inclusion of honey, is it the bee's knees?
Yes, it is. It's called the bee's knees.
Cool.
Again, very well sorted out. You got the one thing that mattered in this long question. Honey, the bee's knees, indeed. I saw it and I was like, I gotta pick this one because it's a great name for a cocktail. And I want to taste it. Gin, lemon juice, and honey. Yeah.
I love all those things.
I want to go for it.
Yeah. I thought would be very easy to taste. Yeah. We could just make it.
Make it at home, yeah. What am I doing? It's like hot drink when you have a cold, but as a cocktail, almost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love it.
Good.
There you go with your quiz about cocktails. People of Quiz, goodbye. People of Alias, hello. Want to talk about salvation?
Yes, please.
So, what are your thoughts?
I cannot believe this has all happened in 5 weeks. The carbon footprint, again, is atrocious.
Out of this world.
Also, they're flying private now. Come on. Although, I guess if they're supposed to be like oil tycoons or whatever.
Yeah, but are they going to check all the way back to the tarmac to see how they got there? From the hospital?
Maybe, I don't know.
But the Texas accent was delightful.
Oh, that was very good.
I love fake dad and fake Sydney. They always work very well together.
Yeah. That's very funny.
Talk about the dad being Madagascar and mom being executed.
Oh, yeah. So she's like, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to like squeal because like daddy says he loves me anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like, no, he broke too many protocols.
Yeah.
He's going to jail. And your mom killed too many federal agents.
She had it coming for 20 years.
That's kind of tough.
Yeah, on the family as a whole. But I think the way they play it is both interesting and also too fast. You know what I mean? Like, I like the drama of the whole situation being stuck between dad and mom. And, like, what dad did was very momentous in Madagascar. Betraying her to protect her, but also, you know, now actually was lying and she's, like, lost. But it's going so fast that you don't really have time to, like, simmer on this, like, big thing. So it's, like, you never really know where people are emotionally exactly. It's, like, is she still mad? Because, I mean, they've almost moved on already. It's like, I don't know.
This is where I have to remind you that this was not bingeable.
Yeah.
When it came out. So it was literally 5 weeks.
Yeah, that's
for the
true.
viewer as well. So you're...
Yeah, I guess the bingeable element reveals some things in the structure that you can't do anymore because you have to be much tighter in the way you write things, I assume. What about Emily Sloan, I guess? What's his name? Arvin Sloan?
Yeah.
I was like, it's not his first name. Emily Sloan. The minute he started talking about is she alive or not, I was like, dig that grave. Go and dig. I want to see some grave digging happening in this.
You got your payoff.
I was so happy, and it was that empty grave. I was like, yeah, she's still around. She's still around. Yes, he's not completely delusional. He ends up in the church and whatnot. It's like, ooh, this is getting spooky. Yes, I love that.
What was the transition line? Like, Commerce Board meetings are so tedious.
Yeah, thanks for going with me to this boring seminar. Oh, is that my dead wife across the street?
It's fine. We'll
Yeah.
allow it.
Oh, yes, I loved it.
You know how they're like double agents?
Mm-hmm.
And so they're always being like watched by SD6 because, I mean, that was most of season 1 was SD6 like tracking down Sydney and Jack and like interrogating them and them almost getting caught as double agents.
Mm-hmm.
They're just talking about mom on the jet. They're talking about mom on the helicopter. Like SD6 does not know
Yeah, I know.
that Irina is in CIA custody.
One day a pilot would turn around and be like, who?
Oops. Excuse me?
Mom who? Who mom?
The bug killers are just kind of only when we feel like it.
Just,
I guess they can't be pulling out those MacGyver pens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Not MacGyver. You know what I mean.
yeah, MacGyver, right?
Well, MacGyver
Q.
makes things. Q
Pens.
Q pens.
Marshall pens.
Marshall pens.
Pretty much.
Anyways, I just found that funny. I'm just like, Lucy, goosey over here.
Somebody forgot there were spies over here, maybe?
I also thought that the virus plot, which will hopefully continue to the next episode, because Vaughn may have been exposed.
Bleeding through his fingers.
It was interesting to watch post-COVID as well, you know, because the first thing I thought immediately, and I don't know if this is because I'm smarter than when I was 12 or because, you know, we had to kind of do this, but if you think two people might be exposed to a virus, don't put them in the same room.
You know, I was thinking this is just some random way to put Sydney and Vaughn in the same room for a while.
Yeah.
Because she goes in there for a second, then she's okay like the next minute. So
But they do take a nap together.
exactly. So it's just for them to take a nap together to advance what seems to be turning into a romantic comedy plot. But yeah, like
The stakes are so high.
dramatically, like you don't even have time to like, I don't know. They're like she's fine immediately.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So
Anyways.
it's like, but yeah, you're right. It's like, don't quarantine this way. This is not good.
What if they had like a window between them and they had to like sign language each other?
It's like hand to hand through the glass.
Sydney speaks so many languages. I wonder if she speaks sign language.
I would assume so.
Yeah. All right.
I think it would not be a stretch for her to also know ASL at this point. I mean, she is very smart. That's one part I always believe. When she's like, language, I'm like, yeah, sure. You know everything. You're the greatest. Sure. This is a show about the greatest. I'll go for that.
Cool. Well, will Vaughn survive?
His horrible hemorrhaging from the fingers. We'll see in the next episode. For now, this is it. Thank you again for listening this week. Don't forget the tip jar, people. We're still here if you want to support this little show. And see you next week. Bye, Sarah.
Bye, Fred. Thanks for listening to Not an Alias Podcast, produced by Celia Brondeau with original music by Mad98.
If you love what we do, leave us a tip. The link to the tip jar is in the description.
And you can follow all things trivia at Paris Quiz Mistress.
And all things Fred at Fred Me Up.
Until next time,
Stay nerdy and keep quizzing.